So I've got some cracked rafters in my attic. That's the worst one right there. There's another one that's behind it that's not as bad. Then over there I've got one already jacked up into position. So what I'm going to end up doing is scabbing a board up against it and then putting a kicker in there, kind of like it's set with that jack right now, but a permanent kicker to hold it in place, to kind of give it some extra support. And I'm going to do that on all the cracked ones. I'm going to scab them all and put a kicker under them. And I might put a kicker under some of the others too, we'll see. So I've got the scabbing done on the first one. So I need to put the kicker in, but in the process of lifting that I discovered there's another cracked one. So there's 4 in a row that are cracked, so I'm gonna have to cover another one. Whew, I guess I better keep this dust mask on. It's just so much fun.
Okay, you are on. You are now recording.
So Kermit came by.
That's me.
To disturb me.
Yeah. Notice the Beatles. That's really cool. Okay, keep going. And?
Anyway, so I'm still working. I've got 1 rafter done. I've got 4 to go.
1 down, 4 to go.
Fixing cracked rafters.
Cracked rafters.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. Okay.
So much fun.
Back to recreational stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to hold that down again.
So one of the hard parts is getting the long boards up to this crawl space, because there's not a lot of overhead clearance to get them up there. So on this last one, actually that was the worst. Not the board that's coming down off the ceiling, but the actual rafter. After raising the other 3, it's actually closed that crack up quite a bit. So I'd prefer to use, well, ideally I'd do full length rafters on all of these, but for a variety of reasons I can't. One being that I can't get them up to this crawl space. If I want to put them in through outside, I'd have to remove the plate on the outside, and I'd have to remove some plaster from the ceiling inside, which is way more than I want to do. So I'm doing it this way. I would prefer to have had a 12-foot board scabbed on there, but the longest board I can get up here is just a little over 10, so that's what I'm going to have to go with, which is going to give me just an inch or 2 shy of 4 feet on either end of the crack. So after the crack ends on the left, I'll have just under 4 feet, and after the crack ends on the right, I'll have just under 4 feet. So that crack is just a little over 2 feet. Okay, I'm gonna leave my mask on to talk. I've got all the scabs done. This is the longest. And now I'm doing the braces. And I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna do some longer ones. There, like that. So that plate that those are on was already there, so I laid this plate down so I could put more of these braces in. So I don't know why that one was already there, but it's handy. And there it is. All the braces are in. Now to put all the insulation back. Oh boy. Oh boy. And there it is, all finished. Put back together. Insulation more or less raked into place. Well, that job's needed to be done for 15 years. And I finally did it. Took all day. A lot of dirt. A lot of toxic yuck to work in. But it's done. I'm going to put the cover back on. Clean up. Vacuum the heck out of my house. And hopefully sleep well.